Hi there. Welcome to English Storytime. I'm your host, Celia. Tonight, I'm going to share with you a story from the brothers Grimm Fairy Tales, Puss in Boots. The story tells of a poor miller, Peter, and his talking cat, Buzz, who embark on a fantastical adventure through numerous challenges, rising from poverty to become a Marquis, demonstrating the power of wisdom and courage. Now, let's enter a world far away from the hustle and bustle, a place full of magic and adventure. Are you ready? Let's begin our story. Puss in Boots. In a faraway kingdom, there lived a poor miller named Peter. After his father passed away, he inherited an old mill, a weak horse, and a clever cat. This cat could talk and solve problems smartly. His name was Buzz, and he wore red boots. One day, Buzz said to Peter,
"Master, give me boots and a bag, and I will bring us good fortune."
Although poor, Peter believed in Buzz and bought him boots and a bag with his last money. Buzz, wearing the boots, looked elegant like a gentleman. He cleverly caught many rabbits and birds and presented them to the king as gifts from the Marquis of Carabas. The king was impressed by this mysterious Marquis. Next, Buzz took Peter to the river, asked him to take off his clothes and jump in. Suddenly, Buzz shouted for help. The king's carriage was passing by. Buzz told the king that his master, Marquis of Carabas, had an unfortunate incident and his clothes were stolen. The king immediately ordered his servants to prepare luxurious clothes for Peter. Dressed in new clothes, Peter was brought to the palace. The king was impressed by his elegance and invited him to a royal banquet. At the banquet, Peter met a beautiful princess, and they fell in love at first sight. However, Buzz knew that to make Peter a real Marquis, he must own a castle. So, he went to a castle controlled by an evil wizard. Buzz defeated the wizard with intelligence and courage, freeing the castle and the villagers around. When the king and princess went to the castle with Peter, they found a beautiful castle, and Peter was honored as the Marquis. Peter and the princess's love received the king's blessing. Finally, Peter and the princess had a grand wedding. Buzz became a respected cat in the castle, and his story became a beautiful fairy tale in the kingdom. When Buzz and Peter's story spread in the kingdom, countries far away heard about the smart Marquis and his unusual cat. One day, a mysterious messenger came to Peter's castle. He was from a neighboring country. Their king invited Peter to a special challenge contest. The winner would get a fertile land and precious treasures. Although hesitant, Peter decided to accept the challenge, encouraged by Buzz. Buzz planned to use his wisdom and wit to help Peter win the contest. They set off on a journey to the neighboring country. Upon arrival, they discovered that the challenge consisted of 3 different tasks. The first task was to retrieve a lost golden crown from a deep forest. royal heirloom of the neighboring kingdom. Buzz cleverly tracked and smartly retrieved the crown, completing the first task. The second task was even tougher. Peter and Buzz had to find a way out of a supposedly inescapable maze. Buzz noticed clues hidden in the maze's pattern. They overcame many difficulties and finally found the exit. The last task was a duel with the neighboring country's strongest knight. Peter, untrained in knightly skills, used a plan devised by Buzz to win the duel with wit rather than force. In the end, with Buzz's help, Peter successfully completed all challenges and won the contest. The king of the neighboring country kept his promise and awarded Peter the fertile land and treasures. This adventure made Peter more famous, and Buzz became a legendary figure. Peter and Buzz returned to their kingdom, where their feats were talked about by everyone. Buzz's intelligence and courage became an inspiring story. Peter and the princess's love grew stronger, and they lived happily in the castle. This story became a classic of fantasy adventure, teaching children the importance of wisdom and courage. It also reminded adults to keep hope and face challenges bravely, even in tough times. And Buzz, the cat in red boots, will forever be a symbol of wisdom and loyalty.